We are here with Anthony Anderson, star of stage, screen, the world. Just the biggest year ever for you.
Yeah. I like that, star of stage, screen, and the world.
And
I like
world.
that. My mother's proud of me now.
And your mother's become kind of a star as well, we must say.
Oh, God,
Well, she's stealing that show.
I will never live this interview down if I don't mention her. Yeah, she is. She claims that she is the star of the show, and I'm her sidekick.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to be rude, but it sort of seems like that sometimes.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine.
No,
it's fine. The check's still cash. It's all good.
The money still ends up in the bank.
Yes, it does.
No
in
matter
her
what.
account, not mine. Hers. Both checks.
Now, did you expect Blackish to be this huge? I mean, it really is sort of the show to watch, and it's shaping the conversation about everything from race to gender to even blue-collar jobs versus white-collar jobs.
Right.
Did you have any idea it would have this sort of impact?
That's the impact that we wanted to have. When Kenya Barris and I sat down and conceived our show, that was what we talked about. We said whenever this show airs on television, we want people to be around the water cooler the next day talking about the episode, and that's what we're doing, and we're proud of the work that we're doing.
Fantastic work.
Yeah. One of the things that you and Kenny have done so well is a very complex depiction through comedy of what it's like to be an African-American father, what it's like to deal with not just issues of class, but issues of trying to figure out where you fit in the mainstream culture. How much of that do you discuss sort of daily when you go through the scripts? And do you have a lot of input in sort of how that character is formed, particularly being a father and how and being a family man? What's that like?
Well, the stories you see are pulled directly from our lives, and our show is resonating with an audience because of the authenticity in which we tell these stories. We're not trying to pander to any one particular audience. We're just trying to be true to ourselves. And in being true to ourselves, everyone loves it. The biggest compliment that I've ever received from our show is when we watch our show, when we watch your show, we see our family up there. And that's what it is, the authenticity and the truthfulness in which we tell these stories.
You're a cool customer. One of my favorite episodes, though, was about you dealing with anger management issues.
That is a really good episode.
Really hysterical.
And going to therapy.
Yeah, going to therapy. Yeah,
which was difficult.
It is.
It was Mary Kay Place, right?
It is. Well, hey, man, I'm in therapy now, so I know. I mean, like I say, it's truth. Have you been to therapy?
Not recently.
Okay,
but
not recently.
maybe I should go.
See, that's something that we don't talk about in the black community. Going to therapy, it's like we just need Jesus.
Right.
Sometimes we need a psychoanalyst along with Jesus.
One of the great characters in the show is obviously the part of your mother on the show, and obviously Lawrence Fishburne's on the show as well. Your family's well represented, but that is a particularly great relationship between you and mother. There's no real parallels though between you and your actual mother, are there?
Yeah, my God, there are parallel lines running directly through it. But Jennifer Lewis does a great job. She's actually a little bit more tamer than my mother.
Is that right?
And Kenya's mother. I can't tell Kenya's. I can't put that business out on the street. But the things that Ruby does on the show, and in terms of shooting pops and blowing up boats and burning down houses, I'm not going to say whose mama did that, but one of our mamas did it.
Well, on that note, before you get in trouble, we're going to let you go. Enjoy yourself on the red carpet. You look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Your swag is on 10. Thank you so much for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Anthony.